go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Maltal, and this one called Oud Night. This is a not so popular Maltal. It has its love within the fragrance community, but on YouTube I checked it out. You know, none of the usual Maltal suspects have spoken about this one. So hey, you know, I love doing fragrance reviews on YouTube, but well-known brands, but fragrances that people don't talk about. Either it wasn't part of the Free Bottle Brigade, or people just didn't purchase it. So I'm looking forward to delving into this one. Obviously, it's a big part of this Fragflex haul. It is a tester. It comes in this tester box here. So let's delve into it. Before we get into anything, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button. Much appreciated if you're new here. Love that you stumbled upon my videos. If you're an old head here, hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate the support over the years, the months, the days, the months, whatever. Let's take a look at the note breakdown while I'm unboxing this, and this one is all over the place. Are we gonna get a typical Rose Oud combo from Maltal, because they're both in here? It's an early release, well, not really. In 2014 it got released. The nose is Pierre Maltal. It's missing its little dangly piece, apparently, which is fine. And the pouch, I guess no pouch comes with these. Usually the testers come with like the dangly piece that's built in. That's weird. Okay, so let's take a look at the notes. There's fruity notes, bergamot, lemon, patchouli, amber, leather, musk, gaiac wood. It's wow. Okay, so a lot of good notes in this one, first and foremost. But where's it gonna go? Like, where is it? And looking at the note breakdown, you never know where it's gonna go. Is this gonna be a leathery thing? Hopefully, maybe. Gaiac wood, is it gonna give me some smoke? Give me some woods? Amber, is it gonna be sweet? Is the oud gonna be big and punching like that typical oud from Maltal, or is it not? Is the rose gonna show up? Let's delve into it. We're gonna put on strip first and then on skin. Atomizer Works, which is always something recently now. I'm looking at this Fragflex haul and just trying to wonder, oh, it smells like rose. It smells like the typical rose from Maltal. Yeah. Okay, rose dominant. A little bit of a pinch of oud and some fruity notes. Rose dominant. Yeah, I'm not getting much else. Rose dominant. Jamie Rose, by the way. We're going to put it on skin here. Ooh, Maltals, eh? Sometimes you shouldn't be spraying more than twice. Yeah, it's all rose here. Oh man, that's rose dominant. So you got to like the Maltal rose. Oh, the oud's kind of cheesy. Oh, it's got a little bit of bite. Just a pinch. Okay. Then there's a fruitiness. Okay, so this feels like a recipe that, where do I want to go with this? If you own or have smelt a typical rose oud combo from Maltal, you know, you own like 2 dozen like yours truly here, smelt maybe double that, triple that within your journey, this isn't going to move the Richter scale. And I think that's why it's not so popular, is because if you smelt like something like black oud, among others, this isn't, there's a little funk, there's a little cheesiness, which I kind of like. It has a typical, there's a little bit of a disconnect in this fragrance, and the funny thing is the bottle's kind of like a gradient. It kind of reminds me of the bottle. There's a disconnect here. The rose oud is melded together as per Maltal. It's almost like they have like this rose oud recipe in a big jug that Maltal, you know, it's like Pierre Maltal. I could see him with his sunglasses, because he's never seen with no sunglasses. Fictional character Pierre Maltal, by the way. And he's decanting this big jug of rose oud, and then he's got the rose oud saffron on the other side there. Joke there. Anybody that likes Maltal knows what I'm talking about. And he's decanting that, and then he put some other stuff, a little bit of other stuff in there, and it feels disconnected. It feels like that big recipe of that rose oud is melding together. The oud is kind of nice. I've smelt worse from Maltal. I don't think I've smelt better. This is actually quite good because it has a little bit of that funk, and I like that. The rose is your typical rose. You're not going to get anything crazy here from Maltal here. This is nothing new. There's a little bit of a fruity note, which I can't even discern what it is. It could be the jammy rose that has like a little bit of that strawberry hue, but I don't think it's that. It's a fruity note that's kind of disconnected. And there's a little bit of a leathery touch, which might be the Gaiac wood kind of giving out that smoky, kind of leathery kind of thing. Heavy on the rose here. Rose is jammy. Yeah. Yeah. So this happens with Maltal. They get redundant. And this is probably why there's no fragrance reviews on this, because nobody's going to ask Maltal for a free bottle of this if they own the other ones. This is not going to stand out on your channel, and I see why. This happens with this brand. I don't see anything, whatever's unique in this release. The only thing I'm coming out with right now is the oud is a little funky. And I like that, which is a little unique from the Maltal. The Maltal oud is very, well, there's different kinds from Maltal, so I could see. Sometimes it goes funky a little bit, and this is what I prefer. So I prefer that, like black oud doesn't have that funky oud. It has that typical Maltal dusty woody thing. This is more cheesy. And that's probably the only thing I would get from this fragrance review right now. Again, it's an initial impression. Don't shoot me. But the amber, non-existent, leather, yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that, but it's not like a Oud Cuir d'Arabie from Maltal. That thing is a standout leather. This is not on that way. This is a rose. And the problem is if the rose is your standard Maltal and it is your primary, you're getting this reaction from this guy. You know, you're not getting heavy patchouli, amber, leathery, Gaiac wood kind of thing going on. No, it's a rose dominant rose oud thing that has a little bit of interesting pieces here and there, including the oud, but it's not separating itself enough from the rest of the crowd from Maltal. And maybe that's why it's not so popular. Okay, well, it's one of those that, hey, the initial impression unboxing is leaving me very lukewarm about it. I'm hopeful that the note breakdown and the back end of this will get maybe a little more interesting. Yeah, right now, not so much. So you can find this one at fragflex.com, and I have a code there, TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide. They carry tons of Maltals, tons. You can have a collection like mine just on Maltals, like fill this all up with Maltals. You could do that at Fragflex. Use my code though, 10% off on all the Maltals. Now that you've heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Again, this is, yes, it's polarizing against, you know, designers and stuff like that. Like Maltal is a shock to the system if you've never smelt a Maltal and you're in the designer game. I remember the first time I blind bought Black Oud and I was like, whoa, what is this, right? In a good way and a bad way. There was that polarizing effect. I don't know if it's on YouTube, but I blind bought White Oud and Black Oud in my early 2009, 2010 YouTube videos. Man, yeah. So yeah, I'd like to see good, bad, and the ugly in regards to this particular fragrance because it's not really a popular one. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Maltal release wisely. That's good advice. Thanks for watching YouTube. Have a good one.